Hello, everybody. We are the team that focused on Marriott International, and we are here to introduce to you the Marriott Green Rewards program that we've been working on all semester.
I'm Michelle. I'm a senior and I am a finance and data analytics major.
I'm Isabelle. I am a senior and I'm an economics major.
I'm Bianca. I'm a junior. I'm a marketing major and an environmental science minor.
And my name is Drayton Swan. I am an art and art history major and an I&E minor.
Awesome. So we wanted to begin our discussion today with a shocking figure. Every year, 79,000 pounds of food waste ends up in landfills generated just by hotel chains alone. And this comprises about 9% of total food waste globally, which flows into why we chose one of the most well-known and respected hotel chains in the world to focus our sustainability initiatives on. So we chose Marriott for a few reasons, one being that it is a leading hotel chain recognized internationally for managing over 30 brands and across 139 countries and over 8,000 properties. So many people are aware of the company as well as its amenities. Second, Marriott operates in an inherently wasteful industry, as we touched on earlier with that shocking statistic. And third, Marriott values sustainability. Its Serve 360 initiative fortifies their mission to create a positive and sustainable impact within a circular economy. And in evaluating and assessing the characteristics of the typical Marriott customer, we came up with Do It All Dad. He is a middle-aged man in his 40s. He's married and has 2 children. Because of his demanding job as a consultant, he really values the time that he gets to spend with his family and appreciates hotels with a variety of amenities, such as a flexible checkout time and caring staff. As a typical Marriott guest, he also tends to value efficiency and high quality over sustainability. Yeah, so in addressing this gap and the theme of hotel chain food waste, we decided to focus on the living principles criteria of waste equals food, in order to motivate and incentivize, people like Do It All Dad to join the sustainability movement. We came up with the how might we statement of how might we integrate food waste reduction into the Marriott guest experience so that it is more fun and game-like.
To answer this how might we that Michelle just introduced, we came up with a sustainability program called the Marriott Green Rewards program that promotes food waste reduction. The Marriott Green Rewards program will be launched at Courtyard by Marriott hotels and integrated into the Marriott Bonvoy app, with the goal being to reduce food waste within Marriott hotels, but also educate guests about the importance of food waste in an approachable, fun, and seamless manner. The Marriott Green Rewards program consists of 3 main parts, the first being the second helpings menu, and also the second being sustainability workshops, both of which are integrated directly into the Marriott Bonvoy app and is an opportunity for guests to earn points within the Bonvoy app. And third, and finally, we also have a partnership with Too Good To Go, which we will talk about as we continue on. So upon entering your Courtyard at Marriott and checking in, guests will be informed of the Marriott Green Rewards program. As well, throughout the hotel, you'll see promotional pictures and posters like these that are on your screen here. When guests get into the room, there will be a pamphlet with a QR code that can be scanned to view the program in the app, and additional QR codes and promotional materials will be in appropriate locations, things like the breakfast buffet, as well as Courtyard by Marriott's signature restaurant, The Bistro. Upon scanning that QR code, this will lead guests into the Marriott Bonvoy app. Here we have a mock-up of what the Marriott Bonvoy app would look like integrating the Marriott Green Rewards program. On the right side, you can see Discover Sustainability Workshops, where guests can click on sustainability workshops such as where your food comes from and how to reduce your food waste. These workshops will be focused on being family-friendly yet educational. They'll include activities such as a tour of the kitchen to showcase how the second helpings menu works and demonstrate that uneaten food does not necessarily have to go into the trash can. It also offers a great opportunity for families on something like a rainy day and provides more activities and amenities that the hotel can offer. Guests would be able to click on the Discover Sustainability workshops and then register through the Bonvoy app. And then when they attend the workshop, they will scan a different QR code, which will register their attendance. And through that attendance, they will be able to earn Bonvoy points for completing the workshop, which can be used towards things like free stays and more. And under the account activity heading, you'll be able to see where you're earning points and how many points you have. As well, the Green Rewards program will specifically point out which points are coming directly from the green and sustainable actions you're taking. In addition to the sustainability workshops, a main part of the program is the second helpings menu. Within the app, there is a enroll, dine, and earn option, as well as a dine button on the bottom of the screen, which will direct them to their in-hotel dining options. Then within the dining options, the second helpings menu will be at the top of your screen. Upon clicking on the second helpings menu, you'll see a menu consisting of meals remade from surplus food that's still good the next day. Entrees may include things like curry, chilies, or pastas, which can really get better and more flavorful with time. There's also even a yesterday's goodies section that's including shelf-stable items like apples, bananas, or baked goods. This menu itself will change based on availability and will also share information on why the second helpings menu is important and why it's necessary to be reducing food waste. In order to keep track of the points that guests are earning by ordering through the second helpings menu, all of the purchases in relation to the second helpings menu will be done through the Marriott Bonvoy app. And so guests will have the option to have their order served to them while seated at the bistro. So they could go into the bistro and scan the QR code that leads them to this menu, and then they will order right through the app and then will be served as if they were just ordering off any other menu in the restaurant. Or they have the opportunity to pick up their food from the bistro using the to-go option in the app. Likewise, just like with the sustainability workshops, this will lead to Bonvoy points, which can be used toward free nights, flights, car rentals, and even more, making it accessible to really those that are traveling on a budget and also perfect for the do-it-all dad. The last part of our program is aimed at reaching out to the broader community. The Courtyard by Marriott will post its unsold or surplus food on the Too Good To Go app at the end of each day. And then on the Too Good To Go app, local people will be able to purchase surprise bags of the food that the hotel created with the surplus food, and it will be offered at a discounted rate through the Too Good To Go app. These local people would then be able to come to the hotel and pick up their surprise bags. And really the goal of the Too Good To Go partnership is that Marriott is now reaching out to a broader community and involving more than just guests who are staying in their hotels in the food waste reduction process. As well, it's visibly demonstrating Marriott's commitment to reducing food waste. When we combine all three of these aspects together, the Marriott Green Rewards program is really working to integrate food waste reduction through the second helpings menu, sustainability workshops, and Too Good To Go partnership in a way that makes the Marriott guest experience fun and game-like.
And so with our innovation, there's two elements of price that I wanted to talk about. The first is the workshops, the sustainability workshops, which would be provided completely free. We feel that by not charging our guests for this service, we could provide a useful and educational service for our guests and their families, while also building up the brand as a sustainable and environmentally conscious company. And then the second element of price is the second helpings menu. We feel that the pricing can have a significant impact on the overall success of the product. And so it's critical that we get the price right, a price that feels comfortable for our customers, but also projects quality and doesn't overcharge in any way. In the same way that many people may not buy your product or service because the price is too high, some people could choose not to buy your product if the price is too low because they feel that it might be of a lower quality. And so there's a real balance to be struck that allows people like our persona, the do-it-all dad, to feel they are getting value from the second helpings menu, but also making sure they do not feel they're getting lower quality items. Because of this, we feel that a 30% reduction of the original pricing could hit that sweet spot and provide some real value to our persona, the do-it-all dad. And then the next element is promotion. So the first step would be to relaunch the Courtyard brand by Marriott as a more sustainable and environmentally conscious brand. And then the second element would be to have social media campaigns just to get the word out there and reach a broader audience. And then the final aspect of that is to launch in North America headquarters first. And then as we gain popularity, we could expand further. And then the next part is feedback and changes. Through multiple sessions of peer-to-peer feedback, we were able to push our innovation further. And some of the suggestions we got from that were really great. The first suggestion we got was partnerships. And so we're looking at partnering with an app like Too Good To Go, which is an app that provides you with nearby shops and restaurants that have surplus food that you can buy at a discounted price. And we feel that by partnering with this brand, which is already an established and trusted company, we feel that could be a very beneficial partnership. And then the next aspect is transparency. There is a real stigma around buying surplus food. And so we feel that by adding multiple layers of transparency and being able to see where the food comes from at every stage, that a lot of the customers would feel more comfortable with that. And the next aspect is marketing. As talked about earlier, we would launch a social media campaign to advertise the initiatives, the newly launched Marriott Green Rewards program, and reach that broader audience. And then the final aspect is to notify guests of the program upon check-in.
And then in the long term, we wanted to talk about how this innovation would make Marriott a more sustainable brand. So obviously we focused on the economy LP criteria, waste equals food. And for that, we initially gave Marriott the low score of 1 because they clearly cared about sustainability. They had plans for reducing water waste and energy waste, but they didn't have a very good actionable plan for reducing food waste. And we felt that after this innovation is implemented, particularly beyond just like North America and just the courtyards, which would be our ultimate goal, that would change a lot of the way that Marriott operates around this. And it very much would explicitly make things that would initially be waste now qualify as food and have that kind of second life. So we felt because this is an actionable and hopefully effective method of giving these foods a second life, that would increase Marriott's score in this section from 1 to 2.5. Additionally, we originally gave Marriott the desirability score of 3 because it promotes a lot of brand loyalty, particularly with the Bonvoy app. Marriott is known for giving a very good guest experience, but we felt that because this program will offer people more ways to get loyalty points, and it will also increase Marriott's sustainability for the consumers who do value that, this will also increase their desirability from 3 to 3.5. And then finally, under the economy section as well, transparency and truth. We initially gave Marriott a 2 in this because they had good reports of statistics, but there were instances where they had trouble with transparency, particularly around pricing. And because with things like the know more about this menu in the second helpings, and the fact that we really want to communicate the totality of why we're doing this and how it's working, with the Marriott Green Rewards program, we felt that this could kind of bring a real culture of transparency and truth into Marriott once it's implemented widely enough. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we would love to take your questions now. Okay.